Josh here from Different Breed Lures. We're doing another live video for you guys going over the 2020 Big Catch calendar. This video is going to be very heartwarming for me, and I'm going to do what I can to remain not getting emotional. It's been very dear to me, and I might cry some tears of joy. If I do, forgive me. If you guys are wondering why we continue to do videos, it's just simply because it's an easier, faster upload to Facebook and then to the website and then to YouTube. If you're not tuning in now, don't worry, you can see it on the Facebook page later or on the YouTube. But what we're doing now, from here on out, every year we're going to pull 12 lucky anglers from social media that has caught some big fish on our products, and we're going to throw them in our yearly 2020 calendar, which of course next year won't be 2020, but however, they'll be chosen at random, or whoever just has the best photo of them holding their catch, and they'll say a little bit about themselves, and I'm going to go over each and every person in here and let you know what they caught their products on. And the reason why it's so heartwarming for me is just because this company's under a year old and we already have so many giant fish that have been caught on my products. It's truly amazing to sit back and see all the photos that you guys tag me in on social media. It really hits home whenever I start looking through them all, and I definitely appreciate it, guys. It means a lot to me whenever I see all those posts. So if you want a chance to be in the yearly calendar, when you get a nice fish on one of our products, I don't care what it is, it can be any species. Heck, we even got some saltwater ones in here, I believe. We may not. We were going to if we don't have them in here. Just tag Different Breed Lures in it on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever kind of social media you use. We're on it somewhere. We're not on Twitter or any of the other dumb stuff because nobody uses it anyway. But what we're going to do here today is, it might be a little boring, but I'm going to read through the little biopsies. Biopsies? I don't know if that's the right word. The biographs or descriptions of every single person on here, and let you know why they're important to the company. This first year is mainly people that have helped me get started, and those people are also very talented anglers, and they have had some great luck with our products as well. And this is just one way to give back. If you are starred in the calendar, you will receive a calendar for free. If you want one of these calendars, they will be available on the website. They're pretty cheap. I think they're right around 12 bucks. And if you're getting that, you might as well get some lures with it so you get free shipping as well. But if you can, tune in here with us and we're going to go over them. We got 12 people to go over, but on the front page is Kim. I'm not even going to pronounce her last name because I'm going to do it wrong, but Leverich, if that's wrong, please forgive me, Kim. But she caught an absolute monstrous crappie on our Magic Shad. This here is our Magic Shad, and the color she caught it on was our Sunny D. That is the same color that is starred on our banner up there. She's actually the very first woman to have ever caught a crappie on the Magic Shad lure. But Kim is a retired Navy hospital corpsman. She's holding a slab of a crappie, 14 inches, 1.5 pounds. Kim was the first woman to catch a crappie on a Different Breed Magic Shad. Kim is an avid fisherman and a talented one too. Thank you for your service, Kim. That is a wonderful photo. And she actually caught that as soon as the ice came off the water. And I believe it was caught on Mill Creek in Illinois. I believe so. We try to list the general body of water where they're caught, who caught them, what they caught them on, and the species that they caught with it. But there's Kim, and there's her absolute monstrous slab of a crappie. That's a good fish. Congratulations, Kim. You'll also get a calendar this year. It'll be shipped to your home. This here is one of the very first customers of the Different Breed Lures. This is Matt Pearson. He's a very young man, and he's from Camden, Indiana. He caught this big crappie on Monon Lake in May. As a growing outdoorsman, Matthew is always trying to get on the water or back in a deer stand. Good luck, Matthew, and congrats on a very nice crappie. Guys, if I'm stuttering when I'm reading, I'm going to apologize. The light's right in my face, and it's a hard time to transition from looking at the light to the words. So if I butcher it, I apologize. But this was caught on Monon Lake. It was also a crappie, and he caught it on our Crappie King. This here is our Crappie King. This is actually the new one we're introducing to the website. It's called American Milk. It's basically a really bright white with red and blue flake. I'm sorry if it's not turning up on camera, but a lot of you guys that use my stuff already know what it is. We're actually putting it on the website. I think this evening it'll be on the website. Right here is Dylan Nasser. Dylan is a wild-eyed angler who drives a Dodge. You got to look past that. He's an extremely talented fisherman who should probably go pro one day. Dylan has been very influential in the design of our Magic Shad. He's given me a lot of advice on what he'd like to see in it, and especially with some of the colors. And he's the one that's been motivating me to go ahead and go through with the investment that I have to produce this. Thank you, Dylan, for that, because it's been very successful for us. But he's holding an absolute fistful of big old bass. I think I was actually there the day he caught those. or the day before. Mine was obviously bigger, but if you look in the photo, he's holding this one on here on the left was over 9 pounds, so you can imagine the size of the rest of them. We've actually used this photo for a lot of our marketing as well. He caught these on a very private honey hole. I'll just say this, it's near Rockville. That's really all you need to know, Rockville, Indiana. But he caught all 4 of these on our buzzbait. Dylan loves throwing our buzzbait, and he's actually ordered quite a few of our custom ones. And Dylan has put in a ton of work in the shop when we were beginning. Whenever we first got our start, he helped me out tremendously, putting in long hours with me trying to design and create some stuff. So we wouldn't be where we are today if it wasn't for Dylan. So thank you, Dylan, and congrats on the fistful of big old bass you got there. This next person here is Jake Hall. He's another angler that has put in some long, cold hours throughout the winter of the late winter this past year, getting stocked up for all the spring sales that I had to do. And originally, whenever I first doing the crappie, I was doing the crappie stuff. We could only do 3 at a time, and Jake was out there pumping out 3 at a time from sun up to sundown, then sundown to sun up again almost every evening, trying to give me a hand. But he is holding an absolute toad of a bluegill. This photo does not do this bluegill justice. As a matter of fact, I didn't have this planned, but I actually have this bluegill in my freezer because we're planning on mounting it. Hold on a second. Obviously in a plastic bag, but you can see how big that bluegill is. It's one of the biggest bluegill I've ever seen. I believe it was over 13 inches, but I'm going to set that down there. It's probably going to smell a little bit now, but that's okay. I'll add some scent to the lures. But again, there's the bluegill, but this was caught in a very highly confidential honey hole that he knows and I have been to, and it should remain confidential. But Jake is Demolition Derby Fisherman. He is showing off a stud of a bluegill. It was the first ever bluegill caught on a different breed magic shad. Again, this lure here. He is almost always found underneath his derby car, jimmy rigging it back together with a piece of coat hanger. But when his car is built, he is out ripping lips. If you would like the opportunity to meet him, just look for number 18 on the derby track. Great job, Jake, and we also definitely appreciate your help. You're one more angler that we would not be where we are today if it wasn't for you. And I also forgot the cover of it, one of the most important ones. I should have went over this one first. This is the inside of the shop of Treasures in the Woods bait shop there in Delphi, Indiana. As a matter of fact, they're having a nice event coming on, and this coming weekend Mossy Oak will be there. Stop on in, get you some food, and see everybody. But some very local angels that also was my first wholesale sale, and they today are carrying a lot of my products. If you're in that area and you want to buy something of mine, go in there and check them out. They sell a lot of their stuff cheaper than I do, I believe. I continue to give them very good wholesale rates, and they definitely hold a great store, and they have a little bit of everything in there. But thank you, Jake, and we're going to go on to the next one. This here is Dylan Wallace. Dylan is a very kind soul who has supported and dedicated time and success to different breed lures. Thank you, Dylan. One more person that has also came in, put in some long, hard hours for me. And again, guys, I apologize. I'm looking right at this bright light and trying to read words. It's kind of difficult because my eyes just go blue. But he's usually found sweating his butt off in a machine shop or drilling beans. However, he always finds spare time to go out and fill a stringer full of studs. This is obviously a largemouth. It was caught on our, flutter shad, but nice bass there. And he's obviously smiling ear to ear. He's very happy with it. But thank you, Dylan. Okay, this is another real important one. Curtis is probably the best guy you could ever meet. And should you ever get the pleasure, he's a very kind soul. Curtis has supported different breed lures passionately. He has devoted a lot of time and effort to help make this possible. As a matter of fact, Curtis was out here yesterday, and he even did the recording of the stringers, the Christmas stringers we're giving away, and he was out here working his butt off for probably 9 hours to help me get ready for that. Every spare minute he has where he doesn't absolutely have to be somewhere, he's here in the shop helping me get stuff done, and we definitely appreciate it. Curtis, you are a gentleman and a scholar, and congrats on the big old channel cat. He caught that channel cat on the different breed whisker bites, so if you guys want to do some catfishing, pick you up some of them. The next one is, this is my father. His name's Charles Breedlove. He is showing off a true bucket mouth bass caught on a buzzbait, one of our buzzbaits in a local pond near his home in Florida. He is the creator of the different breed whisker bites. He did create our whisker bites. It is his recipe that we use, and the meat that we use was his creation, and he uses them regularly while he's out deep sea fishing. As a matter of fact, I believe he went out yesterday and caught a whole bunch of sea bass on them. The sea bass are running real good down there in the salt water right now. But he's definitely a loving father, and he's been a great mentor of the company. He's been there with me every step of the way. I don't know if he quite thought I would be going this far with it. I think he just thought I was going to do it as a hobby whenever I started. But now that he's seen I can actually generate an income with it, and all the success we've been getting and all the posts on all the catches we've been getting, he's devoted more and more support, and he's been mentoring me more and more about business and everything I could learn. Pretty much everything business-wise that I have learned from him. So thank you very much, Dad. Next one here, oh, this is a good one. And this here's Tanner. Tanner is a true river rat at heart, and he is the definition of a different breed. The outdoorsman, a true outdoorsman. He's always either gigging fish, gigging frogs, or calling coyotes, or he's racing down the river, hauling ass, looking for another honey hole. Way to keep it real, Tanner. He's holding a nice little flathead catfish that he caught on the tippy, and he caught this on our whisker bites. Tanner is, when we generated the name Different Breed, obviously my last name is Breedlove, so we wanted to incorporate that somehow, but Tanner was one of the kind of people that popped into my head whenever we came up with a name. That's going to be my kind of market, the kind of revenue and consumer I'm looking for, and it just immediately clicked that kind of person is by far a different breed. That is the kind of person that's going to wake up at 3 a.m. and go out and set out some duck decoys, or climb up into a tree right as the sun comes up, or they're out doing stuff that other normal people just think is absolutely crazy. That is a different breed, and that is my type of market, and that is my type of customer. Thank you, Tanner. It's people like you that generated our slogan and generated our name. This here is me. First I wasn't going to put myself in the calendar, but then I was told by many people that I should, so I went ahead and threw myself in here. This is a real mean looking channel cat. He wasn't a giant, but he was a good sized cat, and I just thought it was a great photo and a great cat. But I was raised to love God and His creation. When I'm out on the water, I'm on church. When I'm enjoying God's creation, I'm praising the Lord, and I'm at peace at that point in time. But this company wasn't created by me. It was created by the motivation and inspiration of all my friends and family. We call ourselves the Different Breed. But that was caught out in Raccoon Lake with the whisker bites. This here is Clayton. He's a very young and talented angler who lives in Terre Haute. You can check out a lot more of his catches on his YouTube channel. That is Indian Outdoor Discoveries. He does some amazing films on there, and he actually caught this one here on one of our football jigs, I believe a pink and chartreuse one if I'm not mistaken, and he has some amazing content on there. He's a very, very talented young angler, and he's very educated in the field. If you guys ever have some downtime, especially on a day like today where it snowed all day long and you want to watch some good video content, go ahead and hop on Indian Outdoor Discoveries. He's got tons of stuff on there. He actually fishes some of the locations that I fish, so if you want to see some of the places I fish, just go watch his videos. But the next one here is a nice young fella. Already at age 9, this young lip ripper is putting grown men to shame. His name is Trey Laws. Trey is always wanting to get out on the water. He enjoys hunting and fishing or riding a four-wheeler. Just a good-hearted boy who loves the outdoors. Trey, we look forward to meeting you out on the water. It ain't bragging when you back it up. And clearly, he can back it up. Look at the slabs that young man is holding. Not many people can say they've been pulling out slabs that size their entire life. Trey Laws will always be able to say that. So thank you, Trey Laws, and keep up the good work. We have reached December. December is Jake Price. He's also a very talented angler from Converse, Indiana. He's 25 years old. Jake Price lives for crappie fishing. He likes to run a double rig. Again, sorry about the light, guys. One spider rigging and single jigging stumps. Thanks to Different Breed products. Keep it up, Jake. He's always sending me notifications as he's ripping out slabs on our products while I'm sitting here making them. As a matter of fact, he sent me some just the other day when I was making stuff for the website. So thank you, Jake. You can chill out on the photos you send to me bragging, because all it does is aggravate me because I can't get out on the water. But thank you so much, man. You've You've also helped out with a lot of the color combinations, and Jake Price was actually the first person I ever sponsored. I'm going to continue sponsoring him as he continues his tournament fishing because he's a talented young angler. Now here on the back side, it is a little bit long and wordy. It's just a little bit about us. I'm going to go ahead and ramble on through it real quick because we're already doing a live video anyway. Just bear with me, and it's a good little story about us. Different Breed Lures is an American-owned, American-made outdoor sportsman company designed for the unique outdoorsman. Again, this is probably one of the parts I'm going to get pretty emotional with. We are founded on faith in God, family, and country. Our roots are truly Hoosier in nature, as fishing and hunting have been a part of our upbringing. Whether it is on the water in Patoka Lake or in the fields of Carroll County, the Different Breed family has explored a wide variety of outdoor experiences. From canoe rides on the Blue River to the white water on the Tippecanoe River, just below the dam wall. We know the sweet spots of Delaney and the honey holes of Deems Lake. Oh yeah, we've been there. It really doesn't matter if you're from Henryville State Forest or the warm water of Davis County Fishing Reserve. We know your spirit. We've got Boilermakers, Trailblazers, and Grenadiers in our family. Forgive me if I mispronounced that. That was my mother's college. So y'all, we know you. We are from Indiana, just like most of you. Now we are expanding from the bait shops of Delphi like treasures in the woods. Forgive me, guys. To the bait shops of the Ozarks like Cricket Creek Marina. We now have expanded to multiple states with a southern command post in Florida. We have an outpost in Jacksonville and Mayport. You'll find our line of lures in states throughout the Midwest, including Missouri, Illinois, Arkansas, Kentucky, Michigan, Ohio, and Tennessee. Our brand is your spirit. Which is why we have become so successful so quickly. It is not hard to be true to yourself and follow a passion that leads that way. Fishermen and sportsmen alike all share a common thread: a respect for nature, a passion to explore, and the love to tell the stories of their adventure. So get out there if you are not already. Take a kid fishing or teach them about gun safety and the thrill of the hunt. Show the next generation that there's more out there than just blinking lights on a phone. I'm just reading words. Why am I getting so emotional? Forgive me, guys. There's a world of adventure just waiting for your imagination to explore it. We here at Different Breed Lures will be waiting for you when you do. Ready to set sail on open waters, down dirt roads, across rickety bridges, through the tall grass, and back across the driftwood piles. You know where the big fish are. We like to call these places honey holes. As you answer that call that calls you from beyond, just remember, you are a different breed. This calendar is meant to be a thank you to all who have supported me, the owner and proprietor of Different Breed Lures. I have always been driven to be outdoors, and it has been a blessing to know that I bravely follow my passion to keep exploring, and I love to share my experiences with others through my outdoor sportsman company. I graduated from Vincent's University Conservation Law program, and I understand the vital importance of keeping our environment better than we found it. We appreciate all sportsmen that support our endeavors and all the exciting adventures to come yet, with the new product lines and new ideas that continue to evolve from the adventures of those of you who share the same passions as us here at Different Breed Lures. Thank you. And again, guys, I apologize if I got emotional. I didn't read this beforehand, before we did the video, just because I wanted it to be something we could reveal together. And again, this means a lot to me, and I'm sure it means a lot to you guys that support me. If you're here in the calendar, I hope it means a lot to you. But if you want to get one of these, if you're in the calendar, you got one for free. If you want one, they'll be on the website. They'll be pretty cheap. If you want a free one in the years to come, or you would like to be hosting it, just remember, go ahead and tag us there on Different Breed Lures on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. However, just send us a link. It immediately pops up and notifies us, and you get put into a file, and we save all the photos, and we choose the best 12 from years on out. Hopefully, we can do this for many, many years to come with your guys' support, and I appreciate it very much, guys. And remember, as an outdoorsman, you are a different breed.